Hey guys, my name is Sam, and this is the final part. We're at the final timeline which has appeared, and we're going to see all the mysteries. I think I've got an idea of some of them, but I still like them to explain it. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh shit, okay. Oh god, this is nerve-wracking, because I don't necessarily know which order we want to do everything in. Oh, we're back at the start. Lionel, what the hell is going on here? Oh my god, here we go. I went into the temperature room like you told me to, and now I'm back here in the control room. Wait. What? How did you end up here? Chris, you're alive. I knew you were alive. This is getting really trippy. So, what you're saying is that everyone's consciousness didn't go all the way back up to the top of the family tree kind of thing. It just went into the new timeline. Okay. Well, I guess that uncomplicates a lot of things. Chris, you're alive. I knew you were alive. Steve, I thought you were dead. Me? You guys, you finally remember. Troy, this is all some trick of yours, isn't it? No, I have no idea what's going on. You think I'm going to believe you after you lit this fire? I didn't light the fire, Bambino. You can't just change your story now. Steve, he's telling the truth. What do you mean? Amazing. I knew this would happen sometime, somewhere, but I never thought I'd be the one to witness it. You know what's going on here? Yes, but for now there are more pressing matters. Does anyone here have one of the security codes? I already told you mine the last time. RFTS. But did anyone find any new ones? Oh, I found a blue file which said IRHH in it. I found one that says SOEE. Perfect. Visitor, I confess that just before I cut out the last time we spoke, I found a file containing the code EMAS. Quickly, enter all the codes. Alright. Yes. 4 codes just said, yes, full access. Full access? You can now lock 4 fire doors at a time instead of just one. Sweet. Lionel, tell us what the hell is going on here already. Why is everyone alive again? There's no way I would have enough time for that now. Oh, hello. No casualties. Yes! For the first time in No One Has to Die, legitimately, no one has to die. This is a nice change of pace. Thanks for quoting. No one has to... Let's just have everyone say that. Yeah. Yes, now we have the security codes, we're all safe. I thought he was like an evil dictator guy, so now he's sort of okay, I guess. Let's get out of here then. Urgent. Perfect. The fire has been contained. Fantastic, we're all still alive. Great, but you still owe us all an explanation. How is everyone alive again? How did I end up back here when where I was when the fire started? Why aren't these room fire damaged anymore? Visitor, do you remember what I told you before? It's all like time travel stuff. Yeah, you invented a time machine. Impossible! Well, it was a bit different to a time machine, I guess. It carries your thoughts and memories through time instead of to your body. Correct so far. It works going forwards, but not backwards. Going backwards, you killed someone. They never returned to their body, so that was Mother. That's the story as I told it. That person you murdered was my mother, asshole. What? Your mother died of a brain tumor. You told me so. That was a lie. Lionel killed my mother to test some impossible time travel bullshit. So I lit the fire. I lit it to kill Lionel and wreck this corporation before they ruined any more lives. Chris, I don't believe it. I had suspected as much. Christina, your mother is not dead. You are your mother. That's what it's going to be, something like that. What do you mean by that? I've seen her body. You took her brain. So we have to... I like how, like, there's absolutely no, like, brain teaser now. It's literally just, like, lock all the doors. But, I mean, we get to see the story. Which I'm way more interested in. The fire has been contained. Lionel, answers. Your mother is not dead. This is going to be hard to explain. When we sent your mother back in time, she never returned to her body. Wait for it. However, there was not a single fault in our logic. The machine was designed perfectly. The machine is what's in Tempest's room, right? Correct. Anyway, we conducted many experiments, and eventually came to one fascinating conclusion. When our subject had traveled forward in time, the future was not set, so time would bend to accommodate our time traveler. That is, the consciousness traveling through time would remain in its own timeline, but when traveling backwards, things were not so simple. The consciousness would become lost in the mess that is time-space, and it would find a host, one which owned the consciousness, and one which existed at the time it had been sent back to, but it would not always find its host in its own universe. You have lost me! Oh, that's a bit of a turnaround. Our research would suggest that there is a near infinite amount of universes, each nearly identical with only minute differences between them. So when Christina's mother traveled backwards through time, she was not alone. Trillions of her, maybe even more, traveled too. They would land randomly into different timelines. Some would land in the same timeline, and one consciousness would override the other. In some timelines, no one would ever know that Christina's mothers had even left, or that the consciousness had returned to her body wasn't from their universe. A rare few consciousness would land back where they began, in their own universe. But many timelines were left like here, in this universe where Christina's mother's consciousness left this world, but no other consciousness returned to fill her body. Because of this, the body remained empty and Christina's mother's was effectively dead. But a consciousness lives on in another time, another universe. So there's no, like, it went into her body. I prefer that one, to be honest. I'm not buying a word of this. Yay, no casualties. But this explains everything. This is why everything kept happening over and over again. This is why we're all here. Yes, it took me a while to figure it out, but we've all been brought here by the Tempest machine. Visitor, you remember a time in which you let everyone die apart from myself, correct? Yes, and then you gave me access to the Tempest room. Well, each of these people remembers a different reality, one where they were the only survivor of the fire. That's right. I had to wait to do nothing while Chris died. I had to wait and do nothing as all of you died, time and again. At the end of each of these realities, the survivor entered the Tempest machine, which had its clock set to the beginning of this disaster as a security measure. And when each of us entered the machine, we were randomly shot into another universe. Some of us... So that's how they kind of prevent it being like it's a giant loop, because they kind of like jumping from one universe to the other instead of looping back. Okay, that explains it. Some of us ended up back where we started, and no one else would remember what had just taken place. Yep. Exactly, so that's why it always resets. But there will be a few universes like this where by chance all of us came from 5 different universes into one. And that is how we are all here together with memories of different futures. Whoa. But the chances of that happening would be practically zero. Actually, with as many universes as there are, it was incredibly likely. There are probably hundreds of universes in which the same thing has happened as is happening here. Nothing about this seems incredibly likely, but it is the truth. Okay, so we have to save everyone. Let's see. Move, and pull that. And we just wait for the fire to go out. Buncha, buncha, buncha. Done. The fire has been contained. Hey guys, all of your paths made up here, right? They do? I suppose they must. Soon we'll all be able to talk in person. So I won't have to just like make up really shitty voices for everyone. I can't wait to see you again, Chris. I'm so glad you're safe. I can't either, Steve. I can't believe you're alive. You're both alive. Who's the other one you're talking about? Well, let's hurry up then. I'm already there. Okay, coming through now. I can see you. I'm in. Me too. Hey, has anyone unlocked the door for me so I can come down too? Hello, anyone? No? Seriously? Guys, stop talking in person for a second and look through your messages, damn it. Typical. Now what do I do? Visitor? Christina, can you ask Lionel to open the door for me? No, sorry, I don't think I'll have the chance to. What the fuck does that mean? Is something wrong? Where are you? I stepped out for a moment. I'm at the Tempest entrance. I haven't been... Oh, wow. Where are we going with this? Why couldn't we just be happy? Why can't we just have happiness and stuff? Is she gonna say, oh, I'm my own mother or something? What do you mean? I've been here before. Well, yeah, we know that. No, I've been here before, to a timeline just like this one, where we all managed to survive. Except things went a little differently that time. For instance, I asked Lionel where the controls for Tempest machine were, and they told me they were on floor B2 in my section of the building. Later he explained that the machine can't send consciousnesses back before the first time it was turned on, which is when my mother was sent back through time. I'm confused. So I thought I'd give things another try. I hopped back in the Tempest machine. Don't tell me. This time, while we were on floor B2, I set the time machine back as far as I could go, to the moment I lost my mother. I'm going back. I'm going back to 3... Oh no, that's not going to be good. That's going to have all temporal shit. Then I'll break into there. I'll travel again. What about the people that you care about in this universe? What about Steve? Think about Steve. You should know better than anyone what this feels like. You've had to choose one person's happiness over another's time and time again. In the timeline you came from, you even chose to kill me. I wish I could have Steve and my mother both at once, but I don't have that choice. I've spent too long wishing she was with me to turn back now. Besides, in this world I'm a murderer, an arsonist. There's no place for me here. Christina, you're not going to stop me, are you? No, I'm not. Tell Steve I'm sorry and that I love him. Tell him that I hope we meet again somewhere, sometime. But for now, goodbye. Goodbye and good luck. Thanks. I think I'll need it. Is that it? Fiend. Okay. So that was really cool. Admittedly, considering that it is called No One Has to Die, there was a rather large amount of death. So that kind of sucked. But otherwise it was a really cool story. Always love stuff with time travel and like alternate timelines and jazz. And I hope you guys liked it as well. As always with all other games, I probably should have announced this on the first one instead of just in the last. I always have the links in the description. But yeah, now that I'm done with this game, we'll see what else lies on the horizon. And as always, have an awesome day and awesome life. And I'll see you soon.